Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Wider World, where we celebrate the abilities of all and the gifts that each of us brings to our part of the world. I'm Elizabeth Kelly. Today's show features two men who are following their dreams and accomplishing amazing things. First, meet Rod Stewart impersonator Danny D, whose work was once described by a reviewer as smoky and romantic. But Danny's journey to become a performer came about through hard work and a determination to overcome what would seem to be a big obstacle for a singer. Let's take a look.
Nope, that isn't Rod Stewart belting it out on a recent hot summer night. It's Danny D, arguably the best Stewart impersonator in the business today. Danny has been performing his act for many years and has gained the respect of countless fans and musicians alike. And while that's quite a feat in itself, it's even more impressive when you learn that Danny has suffered from Tourette syndrome since he was a young child.
When I was 5 years old, I noticed a little tick and stuff, and then second grade got really bad. But we didn't really know what I had till I was 21. My dad had arthritis, and he always used to read Prevention magazine. And he seen this thing in the paper, well, you got involuntary movements and all this stuff, and you might have this problem. And I was like, well, and we went to doctor, found out it was. So I really didn't have a name for this problem until I was like 21. I mean, you don't know how many cures I got for hiccups in a bar. You got hiccups? So I had to sit there and go, well, do I tell them what I got, which I really don't know, or I knew at the time, or do I just kind of say I got hiccups? So I got a cure for that. So after I tried some of the cures, it's like, well, should have just told them already.
Tourette syndrome was named after a French neurologist, Auguste de la Tourette, in 1902. Tourette published the first account of the affliction in 1885 when he studied 9 patients who all suffered from varying degrees of tics and involuntary movements.
Well, Tourette syndrome is a developmental disorder. By that I mean it begins during development in the early years. The typical age of onset is about 5, 6, 7 years of age, when the parents begin to notice certain behaviors, usually in the form of tics. They might have a jerk, their eyebrows might raise, they might have various sounds to their throat. We call those vocal tics. So they could have motor tics and typically vocal tics.
Well, involuntary movements that you make caused by too much dopamine in the brain. It's kind of a weird problem because it presses on certain nerves that make you jerk, actually swear, say things you think. It's actually like having 2 people in your body and fighting each other. You know, it's kind of weird.
The underlying mechanism of Tourette's is that there is insufficient suppression from the cortex, the frontal cortex, insufficient suppression of impulses that are coming from deep within the brain, structures that we call the basal ganglia. They are deep gray matter structures in the brain that are giving impulses. And normally, the frontal cortex is in equilibrium and is able to suppress these. But if there's insufficient inhibition from the frontal cortex, then these impulses come out and you have tics.
Time has flight. Still got the look in their eyes, yeah. Just like making love. Sometimes just like making love.
But having Tourette's does not preclude someone from living a normal life, even an extraordinary life. Take, for instance, Danny D.
When I was young, big thing was this, seeing Paul McCartney on TV doing Let It Be. Always wanted to be in music. When I seen him do that, I'm like, that's definitely what I'm doing. So, started playing, started bands, playing originals, made a couple two CDs already. Actually developed into a Rod Stewart tribute show, being I kind of look like him and sing like him. So I was in Vegas once, and they said, why don't you do a Rod Stewart? So I started doing the show, and actually took off, which got me a lot of recognition to meet the right people, because I do them so well, to do my original.
And he's amazing at it. He's really good. You know, and actually, what I've heard is that Rod was in town and he even got Danny up on stage to sing with him, right?
So, doing the tribute actually helped me meet a lot of stars, and we called Rod and take pictures, and I figured, well, you know, they're all saying, well, how are you going to break this Rod thing? I said, well, you know what, I'm going to keep moving on and go for originals, and if it happens, he'll say, there's that Rod Stewart guy, you know, whatever. It's cool. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, that's Danny's motto. Growing up in Hamtramck, Michigan, a gritty urban enclave in Detroit, Danny never moved far from his roots. After running a successful vending machine company, Danny turned his warehouse office into his practice studio, and it's here that Danny, along with his band, has been working on his newest venture, an original CD.
You're the star above the storm. I wanna wrap you in my arms, keep you warm, and I don't wanna live without you. Nobody does loving like you, yeah. I look around and what I had is gone.
Robin Robbins is a world-renowned producer and musician, producing for clients such as U2, Sinead O'Connor, Van Morrison, and Ronnie Wood. He is also a founding member of the Bob Seger Silver Bullet Band.
And we've been doing this project slowly. We wanted to get it right. You know, it started very simple. Pretty much I was doing most of the instruments myself while we formulated the songs and the concepts of everything. So as things went, I started bringing some old friends of mine, like Mark Fryer from Grand Funk. Then I brought in members of the Silver Bullet Band. So currently he has like half the Silver Bullet Band playing on his album. Then a friend of mine is a guitar player. He's from Detroit, from Plymouth actually. Paul Warren, who's been playing guitar with Rod Stewart for 18 years.
Go.
Sean Murphy, backup singer, Bob Seger Silver Bullet Band. I see you walking, baby.
Ooh, baby, baby.
I'm gonna make you my girl.
Make me a girl.
Oh, I see you talking, baby.
Come on, baby.
I'm gonna make you my girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sean Murphy, which is in backups a lot. Drew Abbott, which is a guitar player for the Silver Bullet Band. We have, plus my guys in my band and other people we got through the way. Elto Reed, which plays sax, a lot of songs. And also Mark Farner, which is a very good friend of Robin's, came in to write and do a lot of things with us. And it works out really good, you know. I kind of fit right in, you know.
At a recent recording session at Robin's studio, Danny worked on perfecting his vocals for the new CD.
Good enough. We get to thinking life's so tough. We still got air to breathe and a song to sing. And I can laugh at most anything. If there's a reason my heart can sing, it's because I'm free.
Trying to base the record about, as I thought about it and as it evolved, about people, it's a tribute to the people, about, you always try to write. I'm a pretty big love songwriter, so, but I try to think about, this album, the songs we got is more like promoting freedom in the world. Go for your dream, don't give up. Kind of inspirational songs, which I'm hoping one of them really takes off. Because with what I've been through and the story I've got, I like to be able to maybe write a book one day about Tourette's, people with afflictions, and go for your dreams and don't give up. And no matter what your age is, young, old, whatever it may take, just if you got a passion and you can financially separate yourself from being able to eat and live and do it. What do you got to lose? Never say never.
Here's a guy that's struggling with Tourette's, and it's got to be a frustrating thing to go through in your life, because it's just not the vocal aspect of it. It affects other areas, But when the man sings, he doesn't, he's like Milt Tellis, who used to stutter, the country singer. I don't know if you've heard of him, but this guy would stutter big time, sing a song, smooth song. And Danny's very much the same way. I've never heard him stutter.
If there's a reason my heart can sing, it's because I'm free. Yeah, 'cause I'm free. Yeah. We still got air to breathe and a song to sing. And I can laugh at most anything. If there's a reason my heart can sing, it's because I'm free. Yeah, 'cause I'm free.
And I would like to write a book about my experiences and try to be a motivational person to say, hey, it might be rough, but get off your duff and get it moving, Try to make it happen, It's rough. Just do it. Just keep going. That's all you got. Life's short. Do what you gotta do.
Danny D has opened for some big-name acts such as Mitch Ryder, David Lee Roth, Air Supply, just to name a few. And Danny's determination to work as a performer despite the challenges of Tourette syndrome is an important reminder to us all to follow our dreams, no matter what they may be.